7 years may have passed, but for millions of fans around the world, it still feels like yesterday. Every year, Cameron Boyce's funeral anniversary becomes more than just a date on the calendar. It is a moment to remember a young actor whose talent, kindness, and generosity left a lasting mark on everyone who knew him and on countless fans who grew up watching him on screen. Today, people are once again looking back at Cameron's life, celebrating his legacy, and remembering the love that surrounded him as family, friends, and fans gathered to say their final goodbye. Cameron Boyce passed away on July 6, 2019, at just 20 years old. His family later confirmed that he died due to an epileptic seizure resulting from an ongoing medical condition for which he had been receiving treatment. The news shocked Hollywood and devastated millions of fans across the world. Many simply couldn't believe that someone so young, full of life, and seemingly at the beginning of an extraordinary career could be gone so suddenly. Almost immediately, tributes began pouring in. His fellow Disney stars, filmmakers, friends, and fans shared heartfelt messages remembering Cameron not only as a talented actor but also as an incredibly kind and compassionate person. Many spoke about his sense of humor, his generosity, and his ability to make everyone around him feel welcome. Actors from Descendants, Jessie, and other Disney productions described him as someone who always brought positive energy to every set. His co-stars remembered the laughter they shared behind the scenes and the encouragement he constantly gave to others. His parents, Victor Boyce and Libby Boyce, have continued honoring his memory through the Cameron Boyce Foundation, an organization created to support epilepsy awareness and help young people discover their creative potential. Instead of allowing tragedy to define Cameron's story, his family chose to turn their grief into a mission that continues helping others around the world. When Cameron's funeral took place, his family chose to keep the service private. The ceremony was attended by close family members and friends, allowing those who knew him best to mourn away from the public spotlight. Out of respect for the family's wishes, very few details about the funeral were shared publicly. Over the years, many rumors have circulated online about the service, including claims about photographs, videos, and specific funeral arrangements. However, Cameron's family has never released official images from the private ceremony, and many stories shared on social media have never been verified. That decision reflected the way Cameron's loved ones wanted him to be remembered, not through private moments of grief, but through the joy he brought into people's lives. Every year on the anniversary of his passing, social media fills with messages from fans across the world. People post clips from Jessie, Descendants, Grown Ups, and many of his other projects. Others share personal stories about how Cameron inspired them to be kinder, more accepting, or more confident. Many fans also use the anniversary to raise awareness about epilepsy, the condition that ultimately claimed Cameron's life. His family's openness about his diagnosis has encouraged important conversations about seizure disorders and the need for greater research and education. Perhaps one of the most touching parts of Cameron's legacy is that so many people remember his character rather than just his career. Friends often described him as someone who cared deeply about others. Even while building a successful acting career, Cameron supported charitable causes, spoke about social issues, and encouraged young people to use their voices to create positive change. Those qualities continue to define how people remember him today. His parents regularly share memories of Cameron that remind fans he was much more than a Hollywood star. They often speak about his sense of humor, his creativity, and his desire to make the world a better place. Their continued dedication through the Cameron Boyce Foundation ensures that his influence reaches far beyond television and film. As another funeral anniversary arrives, fans continue finding new ways to celebrate his memory. Some donate to epilepsy organizations. Others volunteer in their communities. Many simply watch one of Cameron's favorite performances and remember the happiness he brought into their lives. Although the years continue to pass, his impact has not faded. New generations continue discovering his work through streaming platforms, while longtime fans revisit the performances that made them laugh, smile, and sometimes even cry. His story also serves as a reminder that epilepsy affects millions of people worldwide. Cameron's passing brought global attention to a condition that often receives far less public awareness than many other medical disorders. While his death remains heartbreaking, the conversations it inspired have helped educate countless families about epilepsy and seizure safety. Today, Cameron Boyce's legacy is measured by much more than his acting career. It lives on through the foundation established in his name. It lives on through the lives touched by his charitable work. It lives on through every young person inspired by his kindness. And it lives on every time someone watches one of his films or television shows and remembers the remarkable young man behind the performance. As fans around the world pause to remember Cameron on this anniversary, one message continues to appear again and again. He may be gone far too soon, but he will never be forgotten. Our thoughts remain with Victor Boyce, Libby Boyce, Cameron's family, his friends, and everyone who continues to miss him. May his memory continue to inspire kindness, compassion, and hope for generations to come. If Cameron Boyce's work ever made you smile or inspired you in any way, share your favorite memory or performance in the comments below. His legacy continues through the people who remember him, celebrate his life, and carry forward the values he believed in.